NSW HardWired TV. I don't know why I have this camera in my face right now, but what I do know is that I've been taking crap around here way too long. I've been in this company for at least a year, and no one's taken notice of my ballin' baby. So you know what I'm gonna do tonight? Tonight, I'm gonna go out to that ring. I'm gonna bring this nice little steel chair I got with me, and I'm gonna go out there, and I'm gonna make a name for myself. So if there's anybody in the back there that wants to come with me, I'll see you out there. Let's go ballin', baby.
Event to determine the #1 contender for the NSW World Championship. The leader, Rex Atkins, Corey Stone, Stratosphere. One of these three men will go on to Hotter Than Hell to face the world champion, Jesse V. Atkins simply looking on as Stone and Stratos just go right at each other with his flurry of strikes, but Rex Atkins, boys, the NSW Tag Team Champions, watch along in. And the leader putting all of his body weight into that splash. And one just in time. The leader of the Save Boys team to the outside, and Corey Stone. And Stratos pulling down, sending Stone to the outside, and now we're back to Stratos and Atkins, center of the ring. Stone coming off the top rope. Somehow only time will tell, but currently Stratos with that ripcord knee to Stone. Atkins taking down the former internet champion. Fireman's carry. What are we gonna see? Stratos fighting his way out. Stratos, he's got something else in mind for the boot. Stone at ringside. The Death Valley driver from Atkins. Shining Wizard from Stone. Is this crowd here in CWF Studios getting behind Atkins? That boot. The boot that has great ring awareness, able to get to the outside. Roundhouse kick from Stone. Is this it? Yes, it is! Himself #1 contender for that world championship, currently held by Jesse V. Will Corey Stone be able to defeat Jesse V for that world championship? Welcome, New School Wrestling fans, to another edition of NSW Hardwired, live from the CWF studios here in St. Catharines. Bringing you a very special match here tonight. Chad Money Mills going up against the Bone Crusher in what New School Wrestling management has decided will be contested under brass knuckles rules. Very much a war of words between these two competitors to start things off here tonight. These fans here in St. Catharines going crazy for the Bone Crusher. Both men circling each other center of the ring. Chad Mills faking out Steve Brown with a test of strength. Not a game he wants to play against the much larger Steve Brown, the powerhouse of New School Wrestling. Turning things around, Chad Mills going right in that corner. Big splash from the Bone Crusher. Chad Mills seeing now that he might have bitten off more than he can chew when he accepted this match from NSW management. Steve Brown playing some mind games, grabbing those Ray-Bans of Chad Mills. If you ask him, those things are worth more than what some people make in a week. Mills face first into the turnbuckle. Steve Brown taking him for a little trip around the world. Once again, will he be able to make it 4 for 4, or has Chad Mills had enough? Chad Mills putting a stop to it right before he goes into that final corner. And that's not a smart move when you're going up against a world-renowned star like Steve Brown. Oh! That chair going right into the cranium of Chad Mills. Going for the cover isn't enough. Chad Mills may be out cold. Not just yet. Mills just able to get the shoulder up, but was that chair shot too much for the frat boy? Steve Brown, another chair, right to the spine of Mills. But again, you gotta be wondering, is Mills at 100% after that first chair shot from Brown? Mills maybe playing possum, taking it to Steve Brown with that chair into the gut of Steve. Chad Mills, a house of fire here when given that chair. And a sliding drop kick to the Bone Crusher. Chad Mills. Chad Mills, he's got that chip on his shoulder. He's got that mean streak. He's looking to make his mark here in NSW. And what better way to do it than with a win over Steve Brown here in St. Catharines. Stomping the fingers. Oh! And that chair being completely bent out of shape. Going for the cover on Steve. And able to get the shoulder up. But only just. Steve Brown feeling the hurt from those repeated chair shots. Chad Mills trying to choke the life out of the Bone Crusher. Very intelligent strategy from Chad Mills. He knows he's not going to win a power game against Steve Brown, but if he can stop Brown from getting to his feet with these chair shots, with these chokeholds, and the vibrations of the ropes. Steve Brown, very stiff back elbow. And Chad Mills in a lot of trouble. This crowd here anticipating what Steve Brown's next move could be. Setting up that chair. Chad Mills in a very precarious situation as these fans get behind the bone crusher. Steve Brown off the ropes and a seated clothesline taking down the frat boy isn't enough to put him away. Shoulder up at 2.5. But Chad Mills, he's been taking a lot of damage throughout this match. That first chair shot to the head, he's still a little loopy after that. Steve Brown, once again, throwing that chair with reckless abandon at the money man, as he calls himself, Chad Mills. Chad very gingerly getting up. He's not all there. Steve Brown wedging that chair in the opposite corner. Big stomp to the temple of Mills. What does Steve have in store? Chad Mills with the stunner, sending Steve Brown face first into that chair that he wedged between the top and middle turnbuckle. Chad Mills not thinking it's enough, going to grab that chair. Oh! Chad Mills going up top. I think he might be going for that patented money shot, that body splash, using the chair for assistance. But Steve Brown rolling out of the way. Chad Mills in a very bad situation. Steve Brown looking to take advantage of a weakened Chad Mills. Going for a chokeslam onto the chair, destroying that piece of furniture, and it's enough to put away Chad Mills.
Here is your winner, Bone Crusher, Steve Brown.
Chad Mills starting off incredibly strong in this match, even after surviving that vicious chair shot to the skull. But at the end of the day, the sheer power and veteran experience of Steve Brown, a little bit too much for Chad Mills to handle. And Steve Brown, the Bone Crusher, the world-renowned one, raising his hand in victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us here for this very special presentation of NSW Hardwired. I have been Kevin Caligari, and we will see you all very soon right here on YouTube. The Save Boys, the NSW Tag Team Champions, coming out to console the leader. The leader is good, the leader is great, but unfortunately tonight, he was not able to become #1 contender for that NSW World title, the Save Boys. What is this? The Save Boys turning on the leader.
What kind of leader are
The
you?
man they have waited months.
We don't need you anymore. We will save you all.
The Save Boys doing something I never thought I would see after months and months of waiting for the leader. He was here. And just like that, they decide they do not need him.